Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. For those of you who may have never been here before, welcome. In today's video, I am playing with platforms for the first time. I know that this came out like a week ago now. Whoop. I actually built this house on the day that platforms were released on Tuesday, and then I've had the most annoying, I would say, like not a horrible week, but the most annoying week of my life. So I haven't been able to record, I haven't been feeling well, so this is a video I made on Tuesday. And I know that if you are a frequent visitor of this channel, you're probably expecting 100 baby today, but I'll be honest with you, this is all I can do right now. Yeah, the outside of this house ends up being kind of ugly, so we're gonna ignore that part, but the inside I'm obsessed with and I would love to live here. Like the end result of it is so cute. And of course, at the end of the video, we'll go over who I think lives here and a little bit about her. I think that's really fun and I really enjoyed doing that in a past video. So we're definitely going to keep that up for a while. I very much like doing it. But anyway, this week has been horrible. Also, I had no idea how to use platforms when I started this. This was the first time I ever played with them and I was like, what am I doing? But I figured it out eventually. It was very fun and they ended up being very cute. So this week so the last video I posted was last Sunday and it's currently Sunday as I'm recording this. And this whole week they were testing the fire alarms in my building, which means that they just had like random alarms going off sometimes and they were so loud and they gave me headaches all the time. And for those of you that don't know, I have like a thing, it's kind of like chronic pain. It's lots of fun where I have this neck thing and my jaw always hurts and I get these really bad headaches all the time. And it's not a good time and it's not a fun experience. So having something else give me headaches on top of that. And then it was also the beautiful time of the month in the middle of it. So it was just an annoying week. And I just decided to take the week off and just give myself some time to like chill. But it's now Sunday and I'm like, oh, okay, whew, we can breathe. I don't have the energy to record something like 100 Baby. That will take me a while. But we're getting there. We are getting there. We are doing a speed build. But I really enjoyed building this. I had so much fun. I was just sitting there. I was watching some like old school TV. I think it was like old Grey's Anatomy or something, just sitting here, living my life. And I decided to make the whole theme of this apartment yellow, which ends up having a big impact on like who I decided lived here because I just love the color yellow. But I find that like, I don't know, I just find that in my personal life, I don't have enough yellow. I don't wear yellow. I don't own anything that's yellow. And anytime I see something yellow, it brings me joy. So I really should bring more yellow into my life. And I really enjoyed finding all these yellow pieces of furniture. Like this bed is one of my favorites in the game. And I really liked using it in this house. And I think that it ended up suiting like the loft, like the platform vibe of this house really well. And then I have like this chair with a yellow pillow and yellow curtains and like just yellow. It's just lots of yellow. And there's like some other hints of color, which I think is really fun too. And I love that ottoman. So what I decided, okay, we're gonna talk about the sim a little bit, is that this sim is a teacher and she loves to read books. Now she's a little bit like Miss Honey from Matilda. If you've seen Matilda, please talk about Matilda in the comments. It's one of my favorite movies. And I actually got my little sister into it a little bit. I got her to watch it a few times with me and it brings me so much joy because me and my sister have a 14-year age gap. I was the youngest, me and my brother were the only kids, and then 14 years later, I now have a sibling. So it was like the first week of 9th grade my sister was born. So it's fun to like get her into things that I enjoyed a lot. And that was really fun. So like being like, oh, let's watch Matilda, this movie from way before you were even alive. And I love Matilda so much. So Miss Honey was a little bit the inspiration, you know, yellow, happy, bright. And I also kind of decided in my head that this sim who lives here would be a teacher. I would put her in the education career if I played with her, and I really like that. You'll see her in a few minutes, but it's very exciting to me. But I ended up with like a pretty boring kitchen, but we do add a lot of like fun pops of color and just like goofiness because I just feel like she'd be goofy. Goofy, goofy, goofy. That's a really funny word to say. Sometimes when recording voiceovers, you just say the same thing over and over again because you're going absolutely bananas. But I needed to add a bathroom. So this is something that happens to me all the time. I never add an outdoor garbage can, which I'm pretty sure I didn't do here. I don't even know if I added an indoor one. Let's hope. But I forgot to add a bathroom. Like I planned out the whole layout of this house and didn't add a bathroom. So then I had to add one after the fact because I'm not very good at this, but that's okay. I really like what I ended up doing with the bathroom. We ended up building like a platform to go around the bathtub so that there's like a whole little area. I feel like it was a big waste of space if we're honest, but like it was the first time I played with platforms. So I was like, oh, let's make this like really cool platformed area to put like candles and towels and other random things for your bath time. I would kill for this bathroom. I would want a shower as well though, because this bathroom does not have a shower. oops, but like fun. But I really like how the whole platforms in this place turned out. I can't wait to use them more. I really like this feature just as a whole, and I find that they look really cool in like most builds, and some of the stuff people are doing on that I've seen on Twitter and stuff is so cool. Like people are so creative, and I'm just so obsessed with it. Like people have turned them into bunk beds. People are just like making these like lofted apartments that are so fun, like just so fun and so functional and so cool and such a great idea for this game, and I'm so happy with it. But I really love everything about this home. Like I want to live here. I want to live in the yellow. I want to enjoy all of the yellow pops that are all over the place. I really liked that eco lifestyle couch there because it wasn't fully yellow, but it had that yellow like blanket or pillow. Would that be like a blanket hanging off the back, I assume? Is that what that's supposed to be? Or just like a headrest vibe? I don't really know, but it was cute. I really couldn't decide on like what kind of rug I wanted. And it took me a very, very long time because I was like, do I want a yellow one or is that too much? And then I think I decided that it was too much. But see, like little quirky things like that little dog calendar like made me feel like she was a teacher. Little like cross stitching and all that kind of stuff. I just felt like she had teacher vibes. It's just her. She just lives here alone, you know. She's a young teacher looking for love. You know, she's hungry for love. If you have the new pack and you have the lifestyles, I feel like she'd be hungry for love, but also a little bit of a workaholic. Like she wants to make sure that her students are happy and that she's doing the best she can. And I think that's really cute. I love her already. And like I barely even know her. I've never played with her, but I love her. But she's got like a little utility mat in her kitchen. It's adorable, and I am obsessed with this house. Like, I can't even begin to describe how happy it makes me. I do end up changing the tile in the bathroom to be more yellow. Are we surprised by that? We shouldn't be, because this entire apartment is yellow. But I do think that it ended up being super duper cute. Super duper, who talks like that? But yeah, I literally sorted all the decorations by yellow to like find little flowers and like random little things I could add that were fun. And I felt like that llama picture that I'm just so obsessed with that llama picture. It's one of my favorite things in the game. But like I felt like that suited the personality of the sim that I was thinking of, and I just really liked it. But I absolutely loved it. And I love I forget how much I actually enjoy the cool kitchen stuff pack because of some of the little decor items you get for your kitchen, like that cutting board that goes on the wall and the spoons and the knives and all that kind of stuff. The actual cabinets are a little bit disappointing to me, but other than that, I really enjoy it. But yeah, so I end up making everything a little bit more yellow. If you love the color yellow, like this is definitely a place that you should download. I'll have my gallery ID in the description down below. But here we are with the sim. I don't remember what I end up naming her. I honestly might have named her like Miss something. I think it was like Miss Amy or something like that. But I did create her, and I didn't put a ton of effort into her because I just had this like image where I was like, okay, she's very simple. She's a very simple woman who loves the color yellow. She's a teacher. I'm not very like good at create a sim because I don't do it that often. People who have like custom content in their game are so creative when it comes to it, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could be them. I wish that I could be you. But I believe I end up with this eco lifestyle hair for her, and I really like that because it's like, you know, it looks fancy, but it's not really. Like it's just two French braids into these ponytails, and I feel like she would have like fun clips and like crazy earrings that she would put in her outfits to make them like a little bit more quirky and to make her students feel more welcomed by her beautiful personality. Like she wears ice cream earrings. Like she's that kind of teacher. Like if I was ever a teacher, like that's who I would want to be. Like I would want to wear the ice cream earrings and the funny sweaters and like try and make my students like happy, you know. Everybody's had those kind of teachers, and you've also had the teachers that like take themselves too seriously, and you don't want to be that kind of a teacher. But I literally sorted by yellow because if she's going to be this person, I think that she would wear yellow all of the time, and I really enjoyed that as a thought process. I don't know what it is. I think that because we're going into like the colder months and it's darker a lot of the time, I just want more yellow in my life. But I think I ended up keeping this cats and dogs dress here with like the yellow gingham, and I really, really like the vibe. I'm just so pleased with her, and I think that she is the cutest. Like if you walked into a classroom on the first day of school with this teacher, you would be like, oh, she's perfect. But she wants to find her soulmate, which I was like, oh. And she's a bookworm, obviously based on her house. You saw all of the books, but she's a bookworm and she's good. And I just want to be her friend, to be honest with you. I always find it so hard to pick traits because like they don't do that much for your Sims, but it takes me forever to pick them. I'm like really miss having more options, but then I'm like, I don't need more options. But yes, she ends up being named Miss Amy. I was right. Look at me. But this is the sim who lives in this house, and I really enjoyed it. But we're just going to jump into screenshots now, and then the video is going to be over. And I'm so sorry that I didn't post it all this week. I really appreciate you guys for sticking by me and being really nice on the community post that I posted about not feeling well. I really appreciate you guys. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.